And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Well, good afternoon, my futures friends and family. It's time for the reflection. Wednesday, March the 8th. Hope you had a good trading day. Pretty decent opportunities I saw a couple of times today. So I ended the day positive. I see our good friend, the Rooster, has ended the day positive. That's always good. Of course, we are looking forward to success for all of you. So the equities ended up, in large part, partially, ending the day positive, 4 points for the S&Ps, unofficially, of course, 59 points for the NASDAQ, but the Dow down 44 points today. Crude oil up 92 cents at 76.66. 1.19% higher for crude oil. So finally, we've got the testimony by Chairman Powell in the Congress is now done. So now we can focus for the next couple of weeks on economic information. Tomorrow, we know we've got jobless claims and unemployment on Friday. So we've got some information coming at us. I'm just glad to have Powell's testimony out of the way. How'd the markets react today? I don't think that they reacted very, very poorly. We're going to check the charts here shortly, but we had another talking Fed speak today. We had Barkin talk a little bit. He said high inflation means the Fed still has more to do. Thank you very much, Mr. Barkin. We did have the Beige Book come out today. Some of the information in early 2023, overall economic activity increased slightly. Inflationary pressures remained widespread through price increases in many districts moderated. The labor market continues to remain stable. Wages have generally increased at a moderate rate, which is expected to slow further into the year here. Price increases are expected to remain moderate through the year. Just kind of going over some of what I see here from the Beige Book. And then, of course, Powell, rate levels may be higher for longer than originally anticipated. Thank you very much. Didn't they say that inflation was going to be transitory as well? Inflation is decreasing, but still very high. The Fed is not trying to cause a recession. One of the things he said. Of course, the speech is largely the same as what he said yesterday. It's in the question and answers where we get the differences of things that may have been said. So, again, that is now past us. As usual, make sure you hit the lucky like button, share, comment, questioning, feedback. Feedback is very important to me. If you have feedback about the reflection or anything that we do, don't hesitate to send it to me. I can take a punch. I'm looking for constructive criticism on how to improve the things that we do here. Hoagland at topstep.com. JHOAGLAND at topstep.com. Send me that feedback, that constructive criticism. Let us know what we can do better. Tomorrow we're going to have the market prep and make Hoag money right after that. And then tomorrow afternoon, no podcast, but you are going to have the opportunity to ask questions of Top Steps founder and CEO Michael Patak. Dan and Mike are going to be with you discussing your questions. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. Bring your tough questions. what else? Oh, if you did not know, TopStep has free coaching where you can set up an appointment to talk to one of our coaches, a lot of experienced traders here at TopStep, and it's free. Free coaching. You can set up an appointment, get to know your coach, work with them over time, something fabulous that here at TopStep you're not going to get anywhere else where funding opportunities are available. You're not going to get that anywhere except TopStep. All right, let's take a look through these charts briefly. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to start with crude oil and just go through. Here we go. Let's take a look. All right. So just kind of looking at these markets, what they did, and looking at my notes from this morning, we were looking at the crude market after that drop yesterday as really kind of going back to a central location. We've seen some continuation of the downside. Short time frame control is really what we were looking at for this market. Here's the 30-minute chart. Hey, where's my profile? We did open with a gap. We were largely unable to close that gap. The lack of that gap close provided probably the best trade location for the day today. The market was a little bit short in the overnight. Didn't find what it was looking for. We capitulated, got out of all of those shorts, and we should have been getting right back into them as the very next 30-minute bar put in the low of the session. So the market, open, no gap close. We look for opportunities in the direction of the gap. S&Ps. So I was really kind of thinking that the market focus is going to be more on the employment information coming the next couple of days than focusing so much on Chairman Powell, and I believe that is correct. We saw most of what he had to say yesterday, and the market told us about it. The market is in rollover. The market is not in short time frame control right now. The market is not in a long time frame control right now. It's in short time frame control. This market is being run by shorter time frame speculators, swing traders. The longer time frame is working on getting a cheap roll. It makes the markets a little bit tough. The open interest on the way up was what's the word I'm looking for? Feeble, I guess. The open interest on the way down also feeble. This morning the bulletin said we added 3,100 in open interest on this push to the downside, indicating some new selling coming into the market when we actually lost about 1,100 in open interest. Either way, a very small inert number. There's no major changes of inventories that are going on here. And again, I believe that is largely due to rollover. We had potential for repair both ways here. Here's the 30-minute chart. We had potential for repair to the upside. We had potential for repair to the downside. Neither of which happened. We opened in range. We opened in value. Very little overnight inventory. We just rotated high, rotated low, rotated high. When we look at this TPO chart, I want you to remember this. The initial balance high was here. The initial balance low was here. When we do trade above and below the initial balance, there is a probability of range-bound rotational trade, which we did see at the end of the day here. We were pushing lower. We had very positive delta all day, and the longs got paid by the end of the session. We did not really do any good repair up here, no repair down here. Market is looking for new information. The one thing that I want to point out is we did put in another week high here today. Some would say that this is a week low as well because of the proximity of this K period low back here from Thursday, Friday, was that Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, last Friday. So kind of weak lows and weak highs, mostly weak highs. We know that we've got a weak high. I don't know if this is still going to be on here. We hit this one once we rejected the February low. Now we're looking for this one. Almost got it the other day. And another one up here, all the way at 41.45. Is the market short enough to get us there is going to be the question. What is going to happen with employment? Stay tuned to as the market turns. Here's the NASDAQ. Didn't pull back as deep. Don't think we filled the gap from Thursday to Friday yet here. A much better close, 30-minute. Nope, no gap close. We traded down to it, found buyers down there, and rotated the rest of the session. A little bit of repair above here in this range here, but we did open in range and in value. Traded to the point of control. Traded down to the value low from Friday to the gap. Couldn't find anything to do down there and turned around quickly. Gold. What did gold do today? I think gold was one of our markets that was primed for a potential value area special situation play. Played out to a point. Let me see what the open interest, the actual was. And remember, gold is coming into rollover now as well. 17,000 positive delta. That's exactly what the preliminary said. So we had some sellers come into this market yesterday. What do we do today? We opened out of range and value. We, I guess, to some degree, found acceptance in value in momentum and volume. Couldn't quite get to the high of the other extreme of value, volume value. A couple of pin bars, turns around, comes right back to where the day began. TPO chart. Okay, didn't quite get to value high from yesterday. Both sessions, we got a distribution here and a distribution here. If we just had the day like this, okay, if that was our high and this was our low and we didn't have the other distribution, where would the point of control be? Right about to where we got. Euro, also a disappointing value area special situation play today. Well, here's the daily. Still holding weekly kickoff low as support. Weekly kickoff low, opening below the range. Did we accept inside value at all? I don't see one 30-minute bar closing inside of value from today. So the value area special situation play never truly got activated. Okay, sometimes it takes a couple of 30-minute bars to close back inside value to show acceptance of value. We never did that. We left shadows. We left wicks inside value from yesterday. No real closes inside of it. 10-year. Okay, still largely holding downside structure. We know rates are going higher. What are we thinking? Take a look at the 30. Week high, but we were unable to even get to this naked point of control up here. Man, oh man, this market. I just moved that, sorry. What the heck is going on here? All right. Let's take a quick look at natural gas. Support, a weekly kickoff low, 3 days in a row, testing or giving it a look, if you will. Here's Monday night into Tuesday, Wednesday, everything kind of checking back down to that level. We did have a late spike. We did open below it. We did accept value lower yesterday, or well, today, after rejection of that late spike. Here it is. Here's the TPO chart. Here's the late spike. Here's the market rejecting higher pricing and continuing to push lower. No late spike here. So, well, I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I know it's late. Most people are long done with their trading by this point of the day. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. What happened? Egypt opens the Suez Canal, 1957 today. 1983, Reagan refers to the USSR as an evil empire again. In 1993, Beavis and Butthead premiered on MTV. Now, there's some good history for you. As far as birthdays in music, today's Mickey Dolenz birthday. One of the Monkees, the drummer and singer. Randy Meisner, the guitarist of the group Poco, who later joined the Eagles. He quit the Eagles also. Quit the Eagles in 1977. Who else do we have here? That's about all I recognize. 73, Ron McKernan, Pigpen, from the Grateful Dead, died in 1973. He was 27 from liver failure brought on by alcohol poisoning. Goodness gracious. And that's about all the fun I have in me right now. Hey, I got a picture. I been teasing the rooster that he's like foghorn leghorn, but I was thinking maybe more like Rooster Cogburn. Rooster Cogburn. Trading research. Hey, that's it's important information, right? If you had hepatitis. So there's our new picture of the rooster. Keep crowing, rooster. I'm glad you had a good day today. Vince, thanks for joining me. Dr. VJ. Trading research, Gare, Bill Phillips, Will R. Vince, it's always a pleasure. Trading research. Thanks for that, for straightening me out on that. Nobody knows everything for sure, right? And some website that maybe they didn't know. DA, good afternoon. Gear, good afternoon. Well, let's get some good rest. Have a good night, and don't forget to be good to yourself. We work too hard at this not to be. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the market prep. Don't forget tomorrow, 3 o'clock. You get to ask the CEO, you get to ask the boss the questions. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good night.